Riot Games něco vaří. Rival.
Say something weird happened. I mean weird because
Mikrák na vařečce.
something good happened. Like nothing good ever happens with Riot Games. Riot's track record over the last few months has been less than optimal. So to see them actually pull off something we thought they were now incapable of was very refreshing. But even though they've actually done something good, this may raise even more questions for the company. Let me
To je nový skin na Garena jako tučňák.
In anticipation for
Factor.
April Fool's coming up, Riot unveiled 4 brand new joke skins, which historically I would say Riot do better than any other type of skin they release. Some of the entire community's favorite skins.
Já jsem viděl teďka jakýsi, že Urgot, jakýsi funny Urgot skin, tak jako viděl jsem jich asi 5 a všechny vypadaly víceméně jako dost dobře.
Are joke skins, Corporate Mundo, Corgi Corki, and of course Mukau Alistar, just to name a few. And lately, their skin quality has been in the shitter. We've had skins changed, delayed, and scrapped altogether, and it's been quite a while that we as a community unanimously agreed that Riot's latest skins were actually good and worth our money. In fact, the last time I think the community was this hyped for skins were the last joke skins in September 2024, Janitor Thresh and Attorney Azir. And then before that in April with Tyrion Rammus and Choo Choo Ornn's release. So
To je mega dobrý skin tady to, no, třeba ten Ornn.
get excited and
Nejlepší skin na Ornna.
let me unveil to you the April Fool's 2025 skins.
No, to jsem viděl, to je docela dobrý. To má i dobrou crit animaci, ten šakl.
Firstly, and the one everyone's most hyped about is Cat in the Box Shaco, the legendary skin, and I just think this skin looks fantastic. As far as I can tell, the theme is meant to be
Ty animace, kámo, zvuky.
a whole bunch of cats inhabiting a onesie, as you can see in the splash art.
Jako na splash to vypadá trošku divně. Nevíš, co od toho čekat, ale ve hře to vypadá fakt dobře.
Which thematically is just genius. It also has creative home guards, amazing sound effects, and the sneak particle in stealth is just chef's
Ale kolik bude stát? Ty vole, to bude další skin za $250, ne?
kiss. This skin really hits the nail on the head across the board. Like the quality is just there, what we'd expect from a legendary skin. It just oozes personality and charm, and it also feels like a skin Shaco should have. Unlike, I don't know, Cosmic Paladin Nautilus. Dude's literally a behemoth that roams the dark waters in Bilgewater. Why is he in space and why is he a paladin? So why was Zaya
To je blbost, no. Některé ty skin koncepty fakt vůbec nedávají smysl. Jako mě třeba vůbec nedává smysl Bilgewater Swain, ale když je to generál Noxu prostě nejvyšší. Proč má Bilgewater skin? Ale chápu, že to je jako mega starý skin, který je vlastně někdy z roku 2012.
legendary skin missing so much? It's weird to me when Riot does so well with a skin like this, but misses the mark with another. Like this just shows they're clearly capable of creating fantastic high quality skins, so why is the consistency so lacking? Understandably, the Xayah mains Reddit was pissed, saying it's unfair that Shaco gets a real legendary, but they have to cop a 75% recycled skin. And I kind of have to agree. After I saw that Xayah skin, I thought good quality legendaries were just a thing of the past and we were never going to see a good one ever again. Xayah's just looks like an edgy anime girl skin, but the creativity behind Shaco's is the real shining light. That which Xayah is lacking. There are even comments going around saying that this Shaco skin is better than all the other Exalted skins combined, and that opinion is pretty widely shared. But that's not the only good skin shown, and don't worry,
Tenhle skin musím hrát, kámo.
I'm saving best to
musím
last.
hrát.
Next is Grillmaster Braum. Again, just a skin Braum should have, and he feels right at home in. He's a big brolic dude, of course he's going to be firing up the Barbie.
Co má kebab, ne? Nebo co má? Vždycky, když přijdeš do kebabárny, oni tam mají taky to točící se maso, že jo? Vždycky to z toho takhle se škrabávají, vole.
I also love the fact that he's wielding a giant kebab grill or meat grill, whatever you want to call it. The great aesthetic comboed with fitting particles makes this skin another easy
Co je tohle, vole? Ten majonéza?
win. Like, the recoil has a poro seasoning the meat. How can you not love it? Next is Urgot the Clogfather, and that name in itself is already off to a great start. But I do personally think that this skin is the weakest of the release. I think it's just kind of hard to make Urgot fit into this design organically.
Jako jo, na Urgota. Já nevím, můžu udělat třeba pavouka Urgota, vole, nebo nevím.
But it's still
Co na něm chceš dělat za skiny, ne, když máš 6 noh?
a fine job. Like skewering people with a plunger only to be dragged in by
Jo, no. Mohl by mít jakoby záchod, mohl by to být záchod chodící a mohl by přitahovat lidi zvonem od hajzlu, no.
toilet paper. Again, that just makes sense. Then we have Pool Party Malphite. He's just a big sandcastle. And again, it just works. I can actually imagine Malphite as a huge sandcastle. To me though, it is
Když chcípne, tak se rozpadne na písek, ne?
slightly uninteresting compared to the rest, but still a decent skin. It's definitely no Shamrock Malphite though. Then for my third favorite skin of the release.
Hot dog na Fury, no, to jsem viděl už někdy před pár měsícema.
That's right, third.
Až teďka to vydávají, jo.
Is Hot Dog Nefiri. Firstly, can I point out the derpy dog in the top left of the splash? I love this. But the real strengths of this skin lie in its super fun particles and sound effects. This tied in with Nefiri's rework just being shipped means the dog mains are eating good in April. I do wish the pickles around her collar were a little bit less sharp though. It makes her base model under the particles look a tiny little bit too samey. But even though all these are super strong skins and some of my favorite in ages, nothing compares to Pengu Garen, another skin that was released onto the PBE alongside them. Now this is a bit of a different one. I don't actually know if we've ever seen this before because no one really knows what the go is with it. Firstly, everyone just thought it was a tier skin, but then it was indeed confirmed to be coming to League, but only for a short time. From Skin Spotlights, quote, for duration of the patch, Pengu Garen is freely selectable for Garen in all modes except Ranked, Flex, and Clash. Pengu is available exclusively for April Fools and will be leaving the Rift after 2 weeks. So from this, it sounds like he's free, but also only available to play for a limited time, which sucks. For some reason, I feel like if I was inting to Pengu Garen, it just wouldn't hurt as bad. Like, how could I get mad at this dude? And check out these particles and sound effects. They're just hilarious. I especially love the Q one. His little noise is so good, and the giant spatula as he ults is such a good touch. I am sure though that if the community is vocal enough about it, Riot would probably reconsider making this a limited time skin. But I do think they'd have to touch it up for clarity and readability. I can already tell from the Skin Spotlights video his hitbox is a little bit janky. We can only hope. Oh, and while
právě jak je malej, tak se bude blbě jako trefovat, no, nebo blbě se odhaduje jako máš trefit, víš co?
The topic of skins, Riot also unveiled the Leblanc visual update, which I'm sure no one is too surprised about, given her appearance in the latest Riot video works. Playing in the background is the few skins that have been shown, and I have to say, like, I don't play LeBlanc obviously, but it looks like they've done a really good job. Especially in a side-by-side, her new appearance is definitely closer to the 2025 standards we're expecting by now. Oh, and one last thing before I go, the Blue Essence Emporium is coming back in patch 20.
LeBlanc bude určitě upgrade, no. Myslím, že gameplay má furt stejný, že? Je to jenom visual update, ale ten její starý model, to je strašný, no. To je prostě stripterka, kámo, vole, v podvazkách a polonohá, vůbec nevypadá jako, neodpovídá prostě tomu, jak jako důležitá je v lore, no.
25.07. Just thought I'd let you all know that. Anyway, that'll do us for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and for more League news like this, be sure to subscribe. Bye!
OK. Jako jo, no. Představ si, že prodáváš Jinx skin za $250 a pak tyhle ty skiny za $15. Ne asi, kámo. Jako tyhle ty skiny jsou daleko lepší než ty za těch $250, že? Říkám, mě už prostě nebaví takový ty vážný skiny, takový ty prostě brutální anální penetrátor Mordekaiser za ničitel všech světů. To se nebaví, ale když to je jako Orn, který jde prostě, vole, mašinkář Orn, tak to je prostě popíš, no. A je třeba ten uklízeč Trash, jo, nebo ten Čako zrovna. To jsou skiny, jaký chceme, jo. A ne nějaký prostě přehnaný ničitelé světů, no. To už nikoho nezajímá, takový skin má každý čem 10, vole, minimálně. New Darkin Champion teaser. Nebo nějaký nový Darkin Champ, či to je.
So, with the recent release of the Balatro and Inscription-inspired game in the League client, the Demon's Hand,
musím zahrát ještě, no.
That is a super fun mode. I just recently got addicted to Balatro for a few days, and I managed to make a cool flash build here too. We got a ton of new lore and quite a lot of interesting teasers. The entire story is that Atakan, now freed, wanders around Runeterra and finds a mysterious stranger that answers his questions and talks about his past and Mordekaiser and the Darkin. Spoiler alert, the stranger was Leblanc all along, and it was her plan to get all the information from him and then to force him to tell her and Vladimir where the next Darkin weapon lies. We got a glimpse of that in the Noxus cinematic 2 at the end, where they were looking for something and had this symbol show up. Now we know for sure it was a Darkin. And it probably is a new Darkin weapon that we haven't seen before. And that might be the theme for the next season, and the next champion in the season will be the new Darkin. Riot also shared this on Twitter about the Demon's Hand game, speaking about one trapped demon boy and an ancient cursed glaive. So the next Darkin weapon shall
jaký je přesný překlad glaive?
Glaive then. We had more Darkin weapons and followers in the Legends of Runeterra too, but none of them used the glaive. A lot of people, myself included, would have liked to see Solani in the game too, but she also doesn't use a glaive, those are her weapons. In the Mage Seeker game they spoke about 5 Darkin, 1 blade bent on all things demise, that's Aatrox, 1 sight set on shadowed sky.
Nikdo nevíme, jestli jich je 5 nebo 1000, že?
Guys, that's Rust.
Záleží na Riotu, jak se rozhodne, co je a co není kanon.
One bow, arrows seeking atonement, that's Varus. One howl reaping life's very moment.
S jejich slavným prohlášením, že všechno je kanon, nevím vůbec.
That's Nafiri. And one mandate declared loud in hate. This might be our next new Darkin, unless they were referring to Solani here or someone else.
Prečo to v cinematiku vypadalo jako nož? Já nevím.
But it looks like we will get our 5th Darkin in the game soon.
Poslouchám.
That's about what we know so far. This is very interesting, and I like the seasonal themes and all the cinematics and comics and minigames and events Riot has been doing lately, especially everything surrounding Leblanc. But let me know what you think about this and if you believe that we will get a Glaive Darkin as the next champion.
Co já vím, bro. Nic konkrétního, no. Ale mohl by být, ty vole, tady čtu v komentech, mohl by být Darkin Shield, že? Support Darkin by měl být teďka, no, jakoby. Proto to strašně sedí na tu Zolány, no, kterou pravděpodobně neudělají. Jako můžou udělat Zolány a bude to nějaký prostě Blood Mage support, jakoby, nebo jak to říct, prostě Darkin, vole, support, no, léčitelka Darkinská, prostě, vole, Zolány. Nebo nějakýho Darkina se štítem, který bude jaký support, no. Bude něco, bude prostě tanky support, no. Něco jako Rel nebo Leona. Riot není stejný, jako byl třeba 4 nebo 5 let dozadu, takže těžko říct, co, vole, jak oni přemýšlejí nad tím, no.